So Meta has come out and they have implemented a massive change on their platforms in the way that they're going to be monitoring a lot of posts on mainly when it comes to Facebook and Instagram. So I saw these two posts mainly on Dexerto. I mean, all of Twitter was really starting to talk about it this morning, but I mainly saw it through Dexerto, where they posted these two posts back to back saying that Meta plans to implement a community notes system in their apps similar to how Twitter/X does it. And then also Mark Zuckerberg came out saying that Instagram and Facebook will now be prioritizing free speech. And he didn't just come out and say this in like some article or put out some statement. No, Mark Zuckerberg actually came out and made a video talking about these changes that are going to be implemented through Facebook and Instagram.
We've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US. After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system.
So if you don't know what Mark is talking about there, the way that they were monitoring posts when it came to certain disinformation and misinformation on their platforms is that they had this third-party fact-checking program. They call it Meta Third-Party Fact-Checking Program. And the way that this would work is that a lot of the posts on Facebook and Instagram, if they ever got flagged whatsoever for, say, like misinformation, they would then go out to like a third party. That third party themselves would check it, and then they would flag those posts to determine whether or not that they were good or bad. And if the third party were flagging those as to be like some kind of disinformation, or they weren't like, they didn't deem them to be right, these posts would then start to like be lowered in the algorithm. Less people would start to see them through Facebook, and on Instagram, they would be taken out of the explore page and hashtags altogether. And if yourself went to go interact with these posts, a lot of the times, apparently a little note would come up and say, hey, just to let you know before you interact with this post, whether it's to like share it, comment, like, or whatever it may be with it, is that it would tell you that we have deemed this post to be some kind of misinformation.